You have to go on Facebook to see the stream so that you get an idea of the title that's currently being displayed.
For now, I'm the title holder.
Yeah, that was.
I'm the title holder, right? WBO, okay, Africa champion.
Wow.
Wait.
Hey, Charlie,
Is it the recent one?
Yeah.
Hey, how many belts?
5 bets, but
5
not only 3. Can't carry on.
Hey, Charlie.
Okay. Wait, Bill, try talking again. Let me see something.
Yes.
Uh,
Can you hear me?
No, I think this.
Yo.
Dave, let's try. Yeah, I can. Wait.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Nah.
Can you hear me?
Still.
Nah. Okay.
How about here? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, I should use this.
Yeah. Talk again. Let me see. I think your mic is working.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's only Bill's own. That's. Wait. Dave, let's talk. Let me see.
Big man. Bills.
Okay. Bill, talk. Let me see.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay. Bill.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. So I'm told that Theo's mic and his coach, their mics are working.
Yeah.
But Bill, your mic is not working. We'll try and get technical to fix that mic as well. Whilst we wait for Bilishan there. But
Sarah is around. Oh, okay.
yes, so let's just get into it. Theophilus, how are you feeling fresh off your title fight on Friday? I think we spoke earlier, you were very confident and you ended up beating Jonas Erastus from Namibia to claim the WBA Africa Gold Super Flyweight title during the Rise Continues. I mean, first off, how are you feeling now? 2 days, you've had 2 days to sort of reflect.
Yeah, I'm feeling good now. I always feel good when I'm feeling the match because I always prepare myself very late. I don't want to get some injuries over there. I feel very happy. And now, I can see I'm getting closer to see myself that I'm ready for a world title shot. That's what I did Friday. Say that I'm ready. Always ready, man.
Talk us through the bout itself. You said that fighting at Bukom was always going to be special for you.
Yeah.
In front of the fans, being a headline bout, what was going through your mind?
Though before I was coming into the ring, the way I see the crowd, the big men over there, I see like going to fight a world title shot because unless you are going to fight a world title shot, because before you see the celebrities over there, the big celebrities over there. So I was very excited. I was feeling happy. Because definitely, if I'm going to fight a world title shot, it's gonna be the same thing like this. So I was very excited, very happy to be at the moment. At the Bukom Box now, and also the main event of the fight. Because people were waiting for me to fight before they would go home. So I was very excited, very, very happy, man.
How would you describe your trajectory? I mean, since the African Games where you won the bronze medal, it's just been higher heights for you. If I'm looking at your record now, you even hold the WBO African Bantamweight title, you hold the WBO African Super Flyweight title, and the national and UBO African title all in Ghana.
Yeah.
I mean, all these belts in front of you. 3 years ago, was this where you saw yourself?
Actually, like I say, I wasn't seeing myself like this, but I always say to myself, in the amateur level, I was polishing myself in amateur to come and shine the professional level. So for me to achieve these things, I'm not surprised at all because we prepare very well. Since I was in amateur level, coach was telling me those who have moved from amateur go to early professional, I should relax. If I come to professional, I'll be coming to pass them. And this, you can see what my coach told me earlier on back in the days, that I should relax and build myself. Before you come to professional, you have to build yourself in the amateur level, so that when you come to professional and you are meeting foreign opponents, you have experienced that from the amateur level. So I was very excited, but I wasn't expecting this quickly. But my coach he knows everything's happening, that I can say I've prepared with. And also big thanks to God for pushing me up to this far, and definitely gonna push me to the world title shot. And my coach always pray, me and my coach, we always pray, we want a short early world title, and you can see that's going to happen. Because 1.5 years I turned professional, I can say to myself, I've not seen any Ghanaian boss who have done that. Because since I came to professional, I haven't reached 2 years, and look at what the achievement that I've achieved now. Yeah.
Well, I'll come to you, Coach Dr. Asare. But before I do, what would you say is the biggest difference between amateur boxing and moving to professional boxing? What were some of the shocks and what are some of the lessons, especially for young boxers as well, dreaming one day of moving from amateur to professional?
Okay, what I said, the examples like being the amateur level, to have the experience, exposure to meet people outside before coming to the professional. Because if you come to professional without fighting the amateur, come to professional, it's gonna be your first fight. Your first time meeting from an opponent, someone going to fight because every black man going to fight a white man will be very afraid because they haven't fight a white man before, very scared because they know if you're fighting with a white man, definitely after they finish the fight, they're gonna give it to the white man. So you put everything in mind. But being the amateur level, going to the games and stuff, you are not going to experience that. If you win, they are doing fair things over there. If you win, so you get that much experience before coming to the professional level. So when you meet those kind of people, you won't be afraid. And also in the amateur, you can fight today. You can fight today if you won. The next day you won't fight, or another day you fight, or you can fight today, the next day you will fight. But what you did in amateur, fighting today, the next day you won't fight. But professional, if you are using 4 days, or 5 days to fight 3 matches, professional, you are using that 1 day to fight all those kind of matches. Because amateur, you fight only 3 rounds. But professional, you can fight 6 rounds, which means when you go to the amateur level, that means 2 fights for amateur boxer. But for you, 1 match for you, 6 rounds. 5 fights. You can fight that 5 fight that amateur fight. You can fight all that 5 fights in 1 day, going to 12 rounds. So it's very difficult, and you can see the difference. So I learned all these kind of things. So when I came to professional, having coach by my side, everything was perfect for me.
Well, Coach Dr. Furasa, he keeps on referencing coach. It shows that you've been a very big part in his development. You've been with him all of these years. What do you make of his achievements so far? And was this the projection you had for him some years back now?
Yeah, we planned for it. It didn't happen just like that. At the amateur level, we were doing it, and we have difficulties in terms of the preparation. It's not like you doing professional that everything is on your head. Amateur, if there is no money, then it will affect you. But this time, you have your managers who will be taking care of everything. And also, like he said, the competitiveness at the amateur level. When you fight today, you are going to fight tomorrow. Or if you have a big competition and you keep on winning. Sometimes you go to a competition and you have about 5 fights, but you end up coming home with nothing because there are also other tough guys also there. But professional, you know your opponent from the beginning. You train your opponent. You know that you are going to fight this guy. You can have ample time to be able to watch his videos. You'll be able to. There are so many advantages when you are a professional. But amateur is like you have to win before even you know who you are going to fight. So when you look into the draws at amateur, you know, if I win, maybe I'll fight a Cuban. If I win, maybe I'll fight an American. Yeah, this is it. But this place, professional, you have to plan your next opponent, and then getting closer to the world title. You know already who is the world champion, and the world champion will be a target for all those who are in professional. So professional is different, but it's easy to be able to focus on what you wanted to achieve.
Speaking of the world title fight, how close is to Theophilus?
Yeah, Theo already have the national title, the African title, and the global title at his disposal. He's ranked in all the major bodies now. He's ranked WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. And so now we only need a fight for eliminator. If you now our plan, it would be we have to fight eliminator. That means those in the world ranking we'll have to fight somebody in the world ranking to put us to a mandatory position. So when you are at a mandatory position, then definitely the champion has to defend the belt to you. At our side, we have only 2 champions. We have 4 major weight category, but one person is Jesse Rodriguez has 3 of the titles, and one is with Roberto Garcia. So it's like we are looking at these 2 people. Garcia is fighting maybe June, defending the belt. After that, he has to fight somebody. So if we have the mandatory, then it means we can put him into the position he has to defend to us. And Jesse also is now trying to fight Garcia to be able to
unify everything.
To make he has 3 unification already.
Yeah.
So fighting Garcia will make him undisputed if he wins. So he's looking to be undisputed, but that one too is not an easy thing. So it's like the frustration maybe let him leave there because he has been able to be a unified champion, and he will want to go to another weight. Already he was from flyweight before he came there. So this would be if he moves, that would be the 3 weight divisions, and that one is good for him if he moves, because if he didn't move, he may not. Boxing, you do it with years, so age is very, very important. So if you don't take care, you won't be able to achieve some of the things that somebody like Manny Pacquiao's 8th division champion, Mayweather 5, De La Hoya 6, all those great boxers that they did something different, and he also want to do something like that. So if we are very lucky, maybe he will leave the title and go for this. Then that is where our chances of fighting, because we are spread in all the weight, all the major bodies. So our chances of getting the opportunity to fight for a champion is very slim because of the net, how we've widened our net. Yeah.
Well, Bill, you are the fight. Do you have any questions for?
Yeah. On a light-hearted note, I noticed the kind of outfit that Theophilus Alute brought to the ring. Very, very shiny. It was the most shiny outfit I had ever seen since attending the Bukum Boxing Arena. What was the inspiration behind that outfit? Who made it? What was the inspiration, Theo? Coach knows. Coach, tell us.
Well, you see, we want that you see something that greater, you see, because we want to shine, and when you look at even the outfit, there are some symbols on the outfit, and all has something to depict to the people. So it's not just something that we plan for it, and we know we have to shine, and so we did that to inform our supporters that we are coming to shine. And that outfit, when we use it, it tells you how serious we've taken that fight. So I think anybody who is going to fight us, if you see us wearing something like that, then you know that we are very ready.
Right, but this one, straight to you, Theophilus. I noticed, I think round 1, round 2, you started bleeding over here. Usually with most Bostecs, when you start bleeding, there's a bit of panic in there. How did you maintain that composure and then still dominate for the rest of the rounds until you got your knockout?
Like I always say to myself, I know the kind of job or the kind of sport I'm doing, definitely I'm gonna cut on it. So for me getting a cut, I'm not afraid or I'm not scared about that. So I was very prepared. Anything can happen in the ring, but what I was praying that the blood should come more so that I can collapse in the ring. Because if I float very much, I can really collapse in the ring. Because I wasn't scared about anything. The moment I saw the cuts, it made me feel like angry wolf because someone touches me, which I don't want anyone to touch me. So I was really hungry to finish the fight very much because I was taking care of myself and the cat can't myself. So I have to finish the thing so that I can't break much about this. So I wasn't feeling anything. I was very confident when I see my black. So I don't want to punish him as well because I promised to myself I don't want to get cut until I finish my boxing career. And he has discovered the promise. So I was finishing fast.
But Theo, also, I'm not sure a lot of people saw it, but I checked your Instagram earlier today, and I realized that the shoes that you were wearing had a particular message: KO teenage pregnancy. Is it something you're advocating against? I mean, do you have a particular experience that made you want to actually bring that message to light?
Yeah, definitely. If you see my community, we have a lot of kids over there which are not grown yet, but they're having kids. They are passing through a lot. So for me, having that in my mind, so I want to change things. I'm not just fighting for myself, I'm fighting to change my community as well. Because what I'm seeing around me cannot keep me pushed, so I have to change things over there so that I feel comfortable. If I tell people I'm from this community, they can come around, come and do what support. But we have some community, when you mention that you are from this community, people will not like to, come and support you or whatever. I want to use true boxing to change everything. Because things that I'm seeing over there, even kids which I'm even older than them, having children, which I don't feel comfortable about that.
All right, it's a pretty interesting advocacy that you did there, and it's a pretty nice message to see. I mean, the coach did mention that there are two particular title holders now: Jesse Rodriguez and then there's Garcia. Jesse Rodriguez, for example, his nickname Bam, he is also undefeated like you. He's fought a number of more battles than you have. Yeah. Have you particularly been watching him? And I mean, what have you noticed?
Yeah, I've been watching his opponents too as well, because what I see in him, the opponent that I've been fighting, nobody fight like me. Every boxer has his way of, the way it fights. So if I compare myself to his opponent that I've been defeating, I don't think their IQ or their skill level are much that like me. I'm not underrating his opponent that he has fought over them, but I'm saying to myself that me, I know myself, I know what I can do. I know the style of fight that I fight. Much of his boxers that he fought, they don't fight like me. Because anytime that I'm fighting the ring, I make sure I'm the one controlling the fight. No one controls the fight to me. I'm the one controlling the fight. So far as I'm controlling the fight, Jesse Rodriguez cannot do me anything unless he is the one controlling the fight.
Wow. Very good.
All right, so just to wrap up, your message to Ghanaians, there's still a good 7-8 months left in the year. What should we expect from you, Theo, for the rest of the year?
First of all, big shout out to you guys for bringing me to this platform. I can see this is my first time coming to this.
Oh, on TFM?
Yeah.
Nice.
This is my first time. So big shout out to you guys, and also big shout out to my coach, Dr. Farah Sari, and my manager, Sarah Lotus Asari, and all the assistant coaches too as well. Someone is here, Emmanuel Kwe, and some other coaches too came from different, club to come and support me on that night. They have been supporting me anytime I have a big fight. Someone like Coach Hervis and Coach Akai. I thank them very much. And also big shout out to my gym mates. Also have been giving me sparring, supporting me with the sparring. And also big shout out to my sponsors, GTS. Big shout out to Legacy Rice Promotion and all the people who have been supporting me. Definitely, I believe by the end of this year I'm gonna fight a world title shot. Definitely. I believe in myself. Definitely.
I like the confidence, Coach.
Yeah, I think from the horse's whole mouth, and we are also working as a team, and I believe that with this opportunity must befall us. We will take advantage of it whenever it comes our way, and so we are not going to rest. We will keep on training to be consistent in everything that we are supposed to do. We are not going to watch only Jesse. We will watch Garcia as well, and we will watch all those who are very closer to be able to also get the opportunity to fight for a world title, so that no one can take us by surprise. So, like he said, we couldn't do this alone. The management couldn't do this alone if we didn't have Legacy Rise or Sharaf Mama supporting us and promoting us. So we thank the team, Legacy Rise Promotion, the technical side, management of the technical side, TH. We thank him very much. He's always very closer to us, and we work together. We take each other's advice and see how we will be able to make it. Our promoters also are determined that we should be able to at least get the opportunity to fight for the title. So if it happens, why not? So we are ready, and we'll keep ourselves ready until the last moment.
You just heard from Coach Dr. Ferasare, who's the coach of Theophilus Alote, who just won the WBA Africa Super Flyweight title during the Rise continues. You can see those titles. Now, adds up to his collection. His collection is displayed here on the table in the studio. You can join our Facebook stream on 3Sports or 3FM 92.7 just to get a glimpse of that. But we take... What did you say again?
I'm stealing this one for tonight.
Yeah, Bill says that he's going to steal. Which of the titles?
This one. I want this is the Africa champion.
You want that? You start from Ghana one. You want Africa?
No, I want Africa.
that one is the pivot because we fought Daniel Gosh,
Okay.
who is also a world title aspirant, and he is a very good boxer.
Yeah.
We wish him well. We feel sometimes very sorry that we have to take this chance, and then we are now going. So we are not leaving him behind. He should also strive. You don't have to stay down. You have to fight. When you look at some of the other countries like Japan, they have a lot of champions now. Yeah. America has a lot of champions now. You don't only need one person to become a champion in your country. Yeah. There was a time that Dugbe and Richie Combe were all world champions.
Yeah.
So nobody should give up. It happened that we have to fight each other before we get to this level, and that is the main reason. But I believe Gosh is also we are also his fan, and he shouldn't give up. He should come back strong, and then take the bantamweight title.
Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Ferasare and Theophilus Alote, for joining us here on Sports Ultras. We take a quick breather. When we come back, we'll be doing a lot more as we delve from boxing into football. We'll be looking at the Black Stars head coach, potentially who could take the role this week. And then there's also Ghana Premier League and English Premier League action to talk about. And so welcome back. You're still live here on Sports on Dress on TFM 92.7. My name is Obiri Kwampafo. We just had a very beautiful conversation with Theophilus Alute, who is Ghana's top boxer at the moment, and his coach, Dr. Ofori Asare. We resume now to the Black Stars football now, and my pundits join me again. Bilishan, Sakosi Agenda, and there's Prosper Kuzo too as well. Let me start with you, Bill. So many names have been thrown about when it comes to the Ghana coaching job.
Yeah.
First off, it's never a good sign, is it, when you are hearing the names of so many different types of profiles being linked to the job?
Yeah, it's not. And it also goes to show that there wasn't proper planning put into place for this. And I find it concerning because we have, 60-something days left to the World Cup. Otuado was sacked about 73, 72 days to the World Cup. I would expect that if you are sacking a coach this close to the World Cup, you'd at least have a replacement lined up. But it's pretty obvious and pretty clear that replacement was not lined up, and they've now been sieving and then going through a number of names. And I mean, some of the names are defensive profiles, some of the names are you don't know how to describe them and all of that. Just so many different coaches with different philosophies, and especially for a nation that already has a philosophy book or whatever they call it, it looks like they are going against their own principles and all of that just to employ a coach for the short term. It looks like the whole conversation has been the coach for the short term, and maybe if he does well in the short term, we consider him for a longer term. I really think it's a mess of planning, it's a mess of execution, and nobody should be surprised if Ghana does not go on to perform at the World Cup. Nobody should be, no matter which coach comes in, because you are literally putting whoever comes in the ditch. You didn't make the planning. You waited until very close to the World Cup to sack the current one, who, of course, should have been sacked a year ago, because, he wasn't good enough himself. But it's just a real mess. And I really hope that this is sorted ASAP, even though it might even drag past Monday by the looks of it, because...
You think so?
It might, because three candidates are now... They've narrowed it down to 3. First, it was 3 somewhere, and now some 2 has come and joined, and some 2 have been taken off, and all of that. It's just, shuffling of so many names. Recently became Bilic, still Carlos Queiroz is in there, and some quarters have also mentioned Kwesi Appiah still in the race. And we remember that he recently came down from Egypt to Ghana, so maybe he's also holding talks as well. But I feel this thing should be sorted ASAP, and whoever comes in would have a very tough job ahead of him, and I hope that person rises to the occasion. But I wouldn't blame that person that much, considering what has happened before all of this is coming to light.
Well, you set a tone for who potentially the next person coming in, but from the names that you're hearing, Prosper, who's your ideal pick?
I think we're going to go Queiroz. I'm going to go Queiroz because, the rumors, I would say rumors are just the rumors, but the reports indicate that it looks like the favorite to land the job. But also because if he takes the Ghana job, he becomes the second manager in history since Boram, I think Milutinovic, right, who's made the World Cup in 5 straight editions with 5 different countries. Queiroz would become the second to with 5 straight editions, but not with 5 different countries. I think he's done with Iran, he's done with Portugal and the likes. I think that he knows the African terrain really well. Being with Egypt, played a lot of African sides here and there, and at such short notice, I think he's among the candidates I've seen the person who probably walks in and does a decent job. I think the decent job here will be better than what we would have expected from Otto. But like Bill was saying, and a lot of people haven't focused on that, but I think that, like Bill was saying, it gives it gives the excuse to the next manager who picks the job. If he doesn't perform, what do you expect? You took me 2 months to a World Cup. I didn't have the time to gel, or I didn't have the. But this is the thing about coaches with, I would say, a bigger CV or reputation than someone like Otto Addo, because they would have dealt with the pressure so many times. He's been on international stage. The unfortunate thing about it is that with Iran, I mean, the win rates makes it difficult if you want to look at the success or measure the success of such a coach. But I think that he walking into the dugout, or he being Black Stars manager ahead of a World Cup, I think among the names and looking at reportedly the amounts that is widely reported that the GFA are willing to pay for, because I think I saw something crucial from one of our colleagues in the space, that how much you're willing to pay for a manager in a scenario like this says a lot about the kind of football you want to play and
the quality
who you are. Like
the
how much you're willing to pay shows the kind of manager you're going to get, and then the quality So it's clear. So yeah, I think that for me it would have to be careful, just because I've seen him with Egypt, just because I've seen him in and around African football for a while, and I think that on such short notice, if he was so, I don't think the names even in the team will be strange for him. So I think that he could get it past the group stage. But to be very honest, like Bill was saying, when I think about it deeply, I look at all the managers coming in, and this is going to be like a short fixed thing. And if they take us to the World Cup and they don't perform, like, who do you blame in the end? Because you gave me a job just 2 months before. So it gives the manager a really good chance to now sit in the presser and give us all of the ideas and things that could have happened and couldn't have happened. I mean, it's very difficult to analyze. But since it's not happened yet, and like you were saying before we started the conversation, the minister was like, quarter by the end of this week, we will know, we'll get a coach. So I think wait to see, but I'll go with Karish.
Bill, who would you go with?
I mean, from the list, Karish is the most experienced. At this point, I feel the name you bring in should be a name who can easily command the dressing room. A name that the players would automatically respect from the jump and be able to fall in line to that particular name. And from the list, Carlos Queiroz is that name. Having served at big clubs like Real Madrid, Manchester United, having served at African countries, having served at other countries in the world, having had so much experience in the coaching field, and having worked with some of the top players that you can ever think of, I think he should be the man that can easily command the dressing room, and all the players will fall in line to. Maybe the second option, if Queiroz for some reason cannot be gotten, I would understand with the village factor. Some people, brought that story of when Milovan Rajevac took over and beat the Serbian team in the World Cup, even though he's Serbian.
3FM
and they want a repeat
92.7
of that with Bilic, who was the Croatian coach and player.
I believe you work with Andre, right?
At West Ham, I think so. At West Ham, yeah, I think so. Around that period.
What are you trying to insinuate?
I just asked a simple question. I'm not trying to say anything. I just asked a simple question.
But any of the coaches who would come in, I mean, starting from Queiroz to Bilic to if Kwesi Appiah becomes last option, would have to answer the question of whether Andrea you should be added to the team or not, because now there's no Kudus. Their best player or star boy is not in the World Cup, and people in circles are ringing about Andrea you coming to the World Cup and all of that. And I mean, since he still plays club football, they'll still have to answer that question, and it's going to be an interesting 2 months as to how they answer that question. But hey, I mean, it will still be their decision in the end. But for me, Carlos Queiroz should be the favorite. He should be the one to take it. If not him, then maybe Bilic.
And just one last bit on this whole coaching scenario. Is it a bit counterproductive to bring a short-term coach for a World Cup that, truthfully, you don't expect Ghana to do any magic, and then try to build after there? Wouldn't the ideal situation to bring whoever your long-term goal or long-term candidate is, and that person gets the ultimate test to actually see what the level of this team is, and then can build from there? Because what's the point of, let's say, going against your principles, your DNA, to go and bring a defensive coach who goes to, let's say, defend in the 3 games, ends up getting knocked out, and then you come back, you sack him, you start? Isn't that just time being wasted, to be honest? Especially given that there's an AFCON next year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is to be honest, it's a baffling situation overall, looking at everything that has happened, and I just look at it and I say, why are we not firming up who is going to take the team for the next 2 years immediately? Why are we so hell-bent on this World Cup, which we are in a tough group? We are, in fact, the 4th lowest ranked team to qualify for the World Cup. So that means we are not that good, and we shouldn't expect some crazy thing to happen. So why not go long term? If you want to go against your DNA and go for a defensive coach who you believe will give you results in the long term, fair. Explain that to us and move. But the whole World Cup, this thing, it's not just a waste of time, it's a waste of money too. You are literally going to give whoever comes in short term at least 100k, because this is Coco season. This is World Cup season. Whoever will come will demand higher than the normal charge, and you have to pay because you sacked your coach and you don't have much options. So it's going to be, waste of funding, and I feel it will be a huge blunder if whoever we appoint doesn't end up becoming a coach that will lead us to possibly the 2027 AFCON, 2028 AFCON. Because I mean, that coach should have the time to
3FM,
be able to implement what he wants, be able to bring in a new bunch of talent if he can, and then build a team which is capable of actually competing for trophies, especially at the AFCON level. So the kind of amounts that we've been hearing for short term there, Charlie, unless they are going to face a caveat where, if for some form of miracle the coach reaches round of 32, automatically it triggers a 2-year extension of his contract. But even that is still a caveat which the coach might not meet, and you might still have to let him go, and again that will be another waste of money. So in the end, Charlie, it will be waste of money. So they have to think firm and stand firm. If you are picking Carlos Queiroz, I don't think Carlos Queiroz is a kind of manager you should use for a short term. He's not a short term manager. He's not. The CV he has is not short term CV.
Yeah.
It's a longer term
It's
CV.
a year.
So if you are going short term, okay, you can. If you want to pick really short term, okay, maybe go for Kwesi.
But Bill, you see the difficulty with the short
Go
term
for Kwesi.
Difficulty with the short term too is the effect he has on the players. I was with Chris Hutin, 2024 ending 2025, Otto, short-term manager. After World Cup, he's gone. Another manager. In the space of 2024, 2026, 2 years, 4 managers. That's what it does to the players, what it does to your dressing room.
Yeah.
Every single manager comes in, has his favorite players, has the identity, what he wants to do, how he wants to play, what kind of fullbacks he wants, what kind of... you see these factors, and if you have a short-term option and you part ways with a short-term option after the World Cup, it means that you're going to possibly bring a 4th manager in the space of 2 years, and that is
3FM.
that's Chelsea project level. I already felt the pain, but it's true, Charlie. That's dangerous at national team level.
Oh, Charlie,
it's dangerous.
Yeah, but national team, we don't joke with the coaching in the national team. There has to be continuity, consistency. All the successful national teams we've seen have had coaches who stay for longer periods, right? We've seen Zlatko Dalic. He's been there since 2018 or so.
Yeah.
He's been there. De La Fuente has been there for at least 2 years or so.
2023, 2024.
Yeah, 3
years.
years or so. Scaloni has been there since, won trophies, even won the World Cup. These are Didier Deschamps had been there since 2012. It is now that he's coming to do his final tournament, and he's been successful with France. So if we can't pick, in fact, even Senegal at some point had a coach that they depended on for 7 years or so. So why can't we get that understanding, get a competent level coach that we can trust, and give him the time to build? Not one that would, of course, cause us missing an AFCON for the first time in 20 years. No, we don't want that. But we want a coach that we know that he can build and can still compete to some level. If we keep chopping and changing coaches, Charlie, we will not get that consistency.
Okay, let's move on now to club football. Starts with the Ghana Premier League. Kotoko. now they are 10 points behind Midiama. That's title over, right? Five games to go, 10 points.
Oh yeah. They are not bouncing back. And I would say good evening to Little. I've seen his rants in our group page.
It was schoolboy defending, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't just the defending, it was the structure on the pitch. Not just in and around the box, but if you look at the fourth goal of Midiama.
Yeah.
It was just so poor,
how they easily cut through that defense.
Tell us the truth. You
see, the thing is, if you are being honest, they rushed in sacking Karim Zito. They rushed in sacking him, even though Karim Zito, of course, Kotoko were knocked out of the FA Cup and all of that. I mean, fair, we understand, but as at that point, Zito was still mathematically in the league. And he was getting results when needed. But as for Prince Yausuni Die, I'm sorry, Kotoko fans, but I don't get why he's still on the job for this long. I don't get it. And I don't get why Kotoko haven't settled on a permanent replacement as of now, or at least made an effort for everybody to understand that maybe by end of the season this guy will be the permanent coach. I don't understand why they've not made that decision as of yet. It's been 3-4 weeks or more since the sacking of Zito, and this thing has not been done. You see this thing continue to happen, and Kotoko will still get negative results. I mean, their season there, it's done. They are going trophyless, no doubt about it. But I feel like they have to be, the management level has to be more proactive when it comes to these things. I feel they've wasted too much time, and it's costing them. Because the moment Zito was being sacked, I think they were still in the league at the point. And now they've considered the league totally, and they've still not announced who the permanent head coach is going to be. So I mean, it's their own undoing, and it's going to continue like this.
In Kotoko's last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 league matches, they have one win. Then I go to the standings, and they are they are 3 points within third position, with 4 defeats in 6 games, with 1 draw and with are the draws 2?
The draws are 2.
The draws are actually 2. So
3 defeats.
No serious team. I mean, we talked about, so Oreku, there's a pattern, okay, and we've talked about this thing over here so many times in the goal scoring problem. Now, let me take you 6 games back. Kotoko Vision, goalless draw. Kotoko Karela, away from home. That was that famous 1-0 defeat. Kotoko beat Nations 3-0. Now that was the game where at home I think that they were okay. Then against Adriana, goalless draw. Against Samatex 2-1. Against Midiama 4-0. So in 6 of those games, so in those 6 games, in 4 out of those 6 games, Kotoko hadn't net. Kotoko didn't net. He didn't score a goal in 4 out of the other. In their last 6 games, in only 2 of their 6 games have they found the back of the net. And I think that beyond the defensive structure and everything, there's also a proper offensive defect on the part of Prince Owusu. Look, I I think it's okay to lose to. I mean, Gold Stars were in the conversation and everything, but it's okay to lose to the league leaders, or one of the favorites to win the title in the title race. But the manner in which you lose is very important for a club of that level. So, I mean, from what we saw on the pitch today, look, and it takes you back to the drawing board where at the end of the season, management is going to think about the situation and say, okay, these players or some of these players, about 40 to 50% of these players are not good enough. Let's bring in new ones, and then the cycle continues. I think management is going to have to take a really, really good look in the mirror about how the club is being run and the kind of quality they have in the fold. And today, I don't want to speak down on it in any way in the production of the league in any way, but I was looking at the eyeballs relation to, and easy. Kokoto were playing a game away to Medium are losing 4-0. Their fans didn't care. They were watching the Chelsea game. They had that. There was a point where, sorry to say, but between 500 to 600 views on the live stream, and like Kotoko have a big game against the leaders, have a big game in against Medium, but they're losing 4-0. Maybe that's the reason people left the stream. That's a good reason.
Because you're sure
No. But
it's
it's so frustrating, right? To see the way they play. So
today,
I think,
Chelsea fans at the stadium car left before full time.
but that was 86 minutes. I saw them leave after 86.
The
So,
fans, you can't blame them for.
yeah, so I don't know. They have to really go back and do their homework. But the funny thing about this league is that, I mean, they can't finish in the top 4 again. Just 3 points off, just a win of the top. And it speaks volumes of our league. If you look at the standings again, 53 with 5 games to go. I think the 60 to 65 points we talked about.
Yeah, 60 always.
It's possible.
60 will be enough.
Yeah, 60 will be enough.
Looks
Yeah,
like
7 points should be 7 points from your next 5 games should. 7 points from your next 5 games is 15. Okay, half of the points. Yeah.
Charlie,
About 7.
Charlie, 29 games for I'm winning 53 points.
Do you know an incredible stat? Bibini are second in the league. They scored 32 and conceded 32. Title contenders have scored 32 and conceded 32. How do you concede 32 when you're in the title race?
Yeah, how do you have a 0 goal difference and you are second?
You have
you are
played
2 points off the
You have
top.
played 29 matches, you consider 32. You're in the title race.
Now,
You are
let
2
me
points off the top of
let
the
me,
league. with-
let me give another mind-busting one. Hearts of Folk have scored 20 goals in the league. They are third,
Out of
and they are
29
they are the second worst scoring team in the league.
Better than 11 wonders, I guess.
Yes, only with 11 wonders. They've only scored more than 11 wonders. Everybody else has scored more than Hearts of Folk. Hey. And they are third in the league. Hey, Charlie.
Do we think Mediama goes on to win this?
Let's look
Well,
at the next fixtures quickly.
They are at an advantage, especially because they'll be hosting Gold Stars. I believe that will be in their next
2 games
two
after
games.
they play Wycombe Chelsea.
Yes.
And then the
Their
FA Cup
next
game.
2 games, they'll be hosting Gold Stars. They just have to get a draw at least against Wycombe Chelsea. And then they can really focus their mind on that Gold Stars game at home. If they manage to get a victory against Gold Stars, I feel the league will be done. Because they will find a way to get positive results over Holy Stars, over Heart of Lions, and probably Heart of Folk at the end of the campaign. But if for some reason Gold Stars even draw or get a victory, they have to pray, because Gold Stars last game is against 11 Wonders. That's a sure win. That's a sure win. So they shouldn't let it get to that point. I feel Medium have an advantage, but hopefully they can also compete in the FA Cup and get to the final. I think that will be another boost psychologically.
Away from home to dreams.
Oh, it will be at a neutral ground in Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah, so at least if they get positive results and get to the final, I think psychologically it will be a huge boost, and they will be able to kick on from there.
Okay, let's quickly wrap up with the English Premier League. Arsenal, are you worried?
Yes, very.
You're still in.
No, very worried.
Control of
I'm
your
sorry.
Daily in social media are anti-sweet fast. If you come upon the video, you go feel leave everything they do. Just they watch the video like 4 times.
Charlie, no, but we have to be honest. What I have seen is an Arsenal team that is very slow in progression. Hey, it is really bad. This this is so different from the first 4 months or so, where everything looked a bit quicker and all of that. The ball progression was terrible, absolutely terrible.
But you've not played good football in a while.
No,
but you've
but-
been really scrapping. Like we didn't get. You put it didn't care about that.
But yesterday was the height of it.
It was too poor. Yeah.
How can David Raya be making 38 passes? Because you gave him 38 back passes. How?
Oh, on an average
No.
game.
38 back passes against Bournemouth for you to develop 0.05 xg. Charlie, that means you there. No. This is bad. In fact, our midfield. See, I was happy when Zubimendi joined initially, but we have to question him.
Hey,
We have to question that guy. That guy cannot resist the press. See, it was so sad watching him yesterday. He couldn't resist press. And it's been sort of like that for like the past 2-3 months or so, where he struggled to beat the press. And it seems teams have found out. And so they always target him when they are pressing, because they know that he will mess up the ball.
3FM.
And because Rice is not
2.7.
as good a ball progressor, of course, it's easier to counteract. And now, I've been bashing Odegaard for the longest, but now I understand why he drops so deep. It's to cover for that Zubimendi. It's to cover for him. And that affects Odegaard going forward. Because Odegaard from 2 seasons ago was usually up and higher on the pitch, because there was a Partey behind, there was a Xhaka behind. When Rice came, Rice and Partey, it was good. So he could be further forward and could create and score goals. Now he has to drop deep and come and cover for a Zubimendi who can't beat a press, but yes, still starts every single game. Oreku, I told you some time ago that it's criminal to see Christian Norgard having played just 6 Premier League games this season. Do you know he's accumulated less than 100 minutes in the Premier League this season?
the whole season. That was the
Wow.
point of bringing him.
Yeah. Rice has played 60 how many?
Like, how can you do this to a Premier League level player who
Yeah.
was a captain of Brentford,
Yeah.
who actually, when you actually watch him play, he barely plays back passes. He always progresses the ball. So why is it Arteta using him and rather force on a Zubimendi who can't seem to escape a press? Charlie, I'm saying after this season, if Arsenal don't win the league, sack Arteta. Nobody
Hey.
should defend him again. Sack him. No, because he's been at Arsenal for too long. We've allowed him to create a team in his image, and he's actually invested so much money getting a team that is actually good enough to compete. So if he does not win, sack him. Period.
If he doesn't win the league,
Sack him.
as in, he should go.
Oh, sack him.
What if he doesn't win the league and he wins to the Champions League?
Oh, that one now.
You see, don't forget everything. That's not fancy, right?
I'll forget everything. But if he doesn't win anything this season, I'm sorry, Arteta, there's no way anybody can be able to defend that, especially after 4 consecutive. No. You can't defend that. He should be sacked.
Okay. I mean, if you're looking at it on paper, it would take an incredible amount of work for Arsenal to still lose this league.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
Oh, but they can.
even with all this fumble, right?
Yeah.
They still
Aye.
go to the Etihad, and
Yeah.
they just need to avoid defeat.
Yeah.
The game, is it still in April?
Which one?
The one against Man City is still in
It's
April.
next week.
No, next week.
Next week.
After your Champions League.
That is still April. Let me
Yes.
bust your mind. Arsenal have only won 1 game in April and Arteta in the Premier League.
No, for the last 4 years.
Oh yes. So
Like each year you win one. Or
there each year. May catch you say since he starts 1 win in April.
oh, then Arsenal fans have to pray against the curse of April. This week.
One single one in April. So praise a draw, because a win there will not work.
The thing is that if you go to Etihad that you want to draw,
They'll win you.
Yeah,
You need to
drink.
go for the win.
Yeah, you
go for the win.
You cannot go to Etihad and tell you are going to defend for 90 minutes. It's not.
See,
not
it's
gonna
even
work.
sad because Pep doesn't have a Kevin De Bruyne, where I personally used to fear him.
Very soon you fear shaky.
Charlie, now he's becoming him. Now Sheki is becoming your brother. Hey.
But Prosper, I mean, I just can't imagine a world that City win this league. I think
Yeah, I could see I was saying earlier today that
Arsenal fans.
yeah, I think it would just be too much damage. Especially someone like Aniela. She go fit take like 3 weeks off work. God, let it all work out. So I beg you, this one here, I beg you need to win the Premier League. Yesterday I saw a tweet saying that before City played today, that Barcelona are 9 points clear. They are winning the league. Someone even 9 points clear. They say you don't go win the league. Why are you 9 points clear? Right now it's 6. I mean, there's that outstanding and there's that game against City. But even then, the goal difference will still matter. Right? Okay, but the difference will be that City beat you. The difference will be that the first one was, and so the difference will be that if City beat you, it will be that they have the advantage in the head-to-head. But I still think that Arsenal, like our Oracle was saying, I look at this City team and the way they played against Chelsea in the first half. They will drop points along the way. I know they will. But maybe Arsenal too, thinking about the Champions League, will also drop points along the way. So, and I don't know, when you make Pep Guardiola's team at this point, you start believing that they can do it. That's where it gets like it's a lot. So I think that next week's game will let us know. If they beat Arsenal, and I think they win the league, because after that they know they have 3, 4, 5 games away to win it. But if they don't beat Arsenal, I think that the Arsenal can just make sure that they grind the results in May, not in April. see how far they get.
City on the 19th of April. God.
And you see, the problem with Arsenal is that I think the further they go in the Champions League, the more it will be difficult for them. Because you see, while City will be resting, and from tomorrow, all City think about is working towards Arsenal. In fact, they'll even have the benefit of watching you again from a tactical POV.
Yeah.
When you play over the week. But Arsenal don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
They have to train for Sporting and you play midweek.
It's really no time.
You recover the next week and you use like just 2 days to train for City. And they are waiting for you. You have to travel. If you go to the next round, they are going to play Atletico or Barcelona in between Premier League games.
Yeah.
290 minutes.
And that will cost you a lot of points in the league.
You have to rotate.
So they have to beat City.
That's
because if they beat City,
if you beat City, you can afford to drop a
points,
couple more
some
points.
2 draws.
The thing is, Arteta too is stubborn when it comes to some rotations. I mean, he rotates sometimes, but some particular rotations, he's very stubborn. Norgard, one.
Maybe that's
recently that he started playing Luis Kelly again, and that's all because so many rumors are flying that United want him now. That is why he started playing Luis Kelly, because before you play Hincapi, you play Calafiori, all over Luis Kelly. But last season we saw Luis Kelly. He was playing a number of games. Good. This season it's not like that. So Arteta, he has to, and every time he starts to be Mendy. Every time, whether he's just recovering, whether he's just returning.
But 3-4 months ago, you sat here and said Mendy is just too good. You said it.
It was looking good, but I didn't realize that Odegaard was covering for him.
But we need to have a conversation about the Odegaard guy.
If Arsenal don't win the league, a lot more hands have to go up than just Mikel Arteta. Saka has been diabolical.
Yeah.
Oh yes, facts.
And you see, it's just the fact that they're not even available in the crucial moments.
Yeah, most of the times. Yeah.
Odegaard,
Saka, they don't show up in the biggest moments of the season at all.
Yeah, facts.
Apart from 22-23, where he scored 15 goals, 5 assists. That was it.
I feel at this point, a player should be able to say that like look at what Cherki was doing today.
Yeah.
You should be able to say that I want to create something, I want to do something.
I want to run the show, yeah.
But
Odegaard will hide.
I just don't see that initiative from the Arsenal team. And maybe it's just a coaching issue, right? Sometimes coaches are good enough to raise the floor of a team.
Yeah.
But they cannot take them to
the next level.
We've seen that even with City. Mancini came, Pellegrini came, all of that. They can raise the floor a bit. But if you want to sustain dominance over a period, these are not your guys. So I think maybe Arteta came in to sort of make Arsenal challenge and take them a level higher. And I think he's done that brilliantly. But if he doesn't win anything this season, then I think Arsenal need to start looking at someone who comes in and quickly changes the mentality.
Moves them to,
because 6-7 years.
Arteta's system is so diabolical on strikers. If you are a striker in an Arteta system, you cast.
But Gyökeres has 18 goals.
Yes, that's the most of a striker in Arteta's system. Do you know Aubameyang didn't get to 18 goals at Arteta? Aubameyang, who is more clinical, didn't even get to 18 goals. Wow. And it's even a miracle that Gyökeres got to the 18.
Because at the point he was like 6 goals, more than halfway through the season.
Because he flipped the switch in January.
Yeah.
And then he was not just scoring at Arsenal, he was scoring for Sweden. He just found a way to get his goals. Because the service, the service is not coming. Saka, who is supposed to be the creative spark,
Odegaard, bro,
diabolical, and he gets injured. Odegaard, I was bashing. I can't realize that he was dropping deep to cover for somebody who can't resist press. So he can't come up and come and create. Charlie, yeah, bro.
Charlie, you didn't leak top 6 points. You say over.
Charlie.
All of this ranting when you have 6 points.
Charlie, no.
I'm top of the league. It's like me being 6 points clear on top of the league and I have a classic when I'm worried.
But if I look back in this team, someone like Gyökeres should be getting more service to score. He's not. And the guy who would come in to get them somehow get more service, Havertz, he's terrible at finishing.
No, but he scored a brilliant goal against Sporting.
Once in a while, he will score 1 brilliant goal to fraud you. Did you see him yesterday?
He's a Marcus Rashford.
Did you see him yesterday?
Anyways,
control to handball.
Arsenal fans, if you leave them, they'll complain, sir. We have to close. But before we do, Prosper.
Yeah.
Is there a comeback at the Metropolitano?
There's. We got to believe.
Simeone drop.
It doesn't matter
for you.
I think that if Rafinha was available, I would say for sure that we're beating them and we're beating them good. But I think that like Barca saw the red card in the first leg. The game before the Barca game in La Liga, there was a red card for Atleti. Barca beat them at the Metropolitano. Barca have their 2 starting fullbacks back. They have Frankie de Jong back. The only missing piece is Rafinha. And I think that Flick and Ferran over the weekend was better than we've seen in so many years. And he did it at the Metropolitano last season where it was a 4-4 draw in the Copa semi-final. Ferran went away from home, dominated. Atleti scored the winner 1-0, took us to the final of the Copa del Rey, scored the equalizer in the Copa del Rey final, was top scorer of the competition. So I think this is the period in the season I had to speak PG. This is the period in the season that Rashford, Ferran need to make it. You were there with me. Rashford, Ferran need to make it count in that game because I don't think Lewandowski will start. Probably comes off the bench. So yeah, I think that if Barca get an early goal in the tie, it'll be crucial. But if Atleti gets an early goal before first half ends and Atletico are leading and it's 3-0, then it becomes difficult. But same scenario, semi-final, Champions League last season. Minute details, Barca got eliminated, but 2-0 down in the first half of an away tie in the away game, the Champions League second leg, 2-0 down. They scored 3 goals in the second half. And there was a point where it entered the short time. So if there's any team that can do it against this Atleti side, it's Barcelona, but they're also fatigued. Your man played, Hansi played Lamine for full 90 minutes, Pedri for full 90 minutes. But yeah, the other players saw the rotation. So Atleti can see a red card, first 20 minutes, anything can happen. Barca can do the comeback, but I think it's going to be very, very difficult.
Well, thank you very much, Prosper Kuzu, Bilishan, and then also Akusi J, and then also Theophilus Aluti and Dr. Ufeya Sarah, who's his coach, for joining us here on Sports Ultras. My name is Ore Kwampa. We'll be back again, same time next week.